popping up here. Hi, Christina. Nice to see you here. Let me adjust you slightly. I hope there are no tricks today, like the last time. Can you hear me well? Can someone give me an idea for the reading? That's why I didn't put anything in the title, because I felt like I wanted to chat with you here today and to see what topic you might need. What would be beneficial to you as a topic for your reading today? And let me know, someone. I'll give it a minute. We also might be using these little guys over here for your today's read. I started having fun with it recently. What is the topic for the reading that you need? Let me know, whoever is passing by. Maybe there was something that you recently thought of or noticed that you were like, Otherwise, I will ask the cards what we need to talk about here today. We're gonna let the steampunk keeper decide here. What is a topic that is important? Ha! Of course. Of course. Let's talk abundance, particularly money. So this is gonna be our main focus here today. Let's put it right here and let's get to your reading. I will just change the title for this video so that people know what we are doing. And let's get to it. Hi SH, I don't know if you're with me for the first time on this live, welcome by the way. I often first do the pick a card or a collective reading, and at the end, whoever has booked, I do the readings for people. If you don't want me to let your name to be known for people, that's perfectly fine. Just let me know in advance. Or if you don't want that question to be read out, you can also let me know. Some people like to keep it private. And yes, at the end I do the private readings, mini readings, which I only offer during lives. So let's get your piles done. Let's get them ready. The question I'll be asking here today is, what are the best steps or something that you need to focus on in order to attract more financial abundance? This is an important topic for everyone, of course. Let's get your piles ready. Pile number 1. And I'm using the Tarot of the Angels. Pile number 2. And pile number 3. We're also going to be using the charms here today to be easier for you guys to choose from. For pile number 1, we have the octopus. For pile number 2, we have a seahorse. I just got someone's booking, and I think they left a message, love life. The more specific the question, the more specific the answer. Okay, so the best readings are the best way to ask a question. What can I do in order to be prepared, or what is something that I need to pay attention to, or if you're just curious, you can ask. We have also a dragonfly. You can ask, hey, what is the personality of the person I'll be crossing paths with, right? So I'm just gave you a couple of hints. Okay, I really don't like that light. Let's put it up here. It is literally just above me. The LEDs, I cannot adjust them. They are installed. Let's see if that's better. Good, good, good. Okay. Pile 1, octopus. Pile 2, seahorse. Pile 3, the dragonfly. Let's get to it. On pile 1 now, to let people know, whoever will be joining us later today. Okay. Pile number 1. What are the best next steps? Sylvia, just to let you know, I do have your booking. I'm just gonna look at the list very quickly to let you know, guys, where you are. Okay, thank you, Holly, for clarifying. And Sylvia, whenever you'll be ready. So we have Holly first, then Sylvia, whenever you're ready. Just leave me either a message here with your question, or you can email me if you'd like to. What are the best next steps for financial abundance? Group number 1. What are the best next steps? Oh, why? Okay. 2 of spring, we have release. Right, let's get more cards from different decks, and I'll be pulling blindly. We'll look at them together. Couple of more and let's go. Again, let's push it up a little bit so that light streak is not on top of your cards. A little bit more. Perfect. Okay, what else we got here? Pile 1. Sovereignty. Trigger statement. What will they think? True statement. I navigate through life with ease. There is something better. We have this 2 6s here, by the way, so that would be a number to pay attention to now. This could indicate an important date for you. This could be on the 6th month, on the 6th of the month, the date on the 16th, or any number that comes up to 6, okay? Like 24th. We also have the Hierophant. What are the best next steps for you? I feel like I'm missing one more card here. Give me a moment. What am I missing? We have counseling. And we have the King of Wands. All right. Pile 1, best next steps for abundance. Now, you will know where you at in this situation. But mainly what you're being told, you're not in the right place, it seems like. And I don't want to say that you're in the wrong place, but it seems like it's time to move on. Now, either this is moving on from a current workplace, changing departments, or moving on with a different set of mind, with a different perspective. Sovereignty card says, what will they think as a trigger statement? True statement says, I navigate through life with ease. And these people are navigating through the water with ease. Now you must claim your energetic independence. Cut the cords to lower vibrations. It is time to ascend. We also have the release card. This is showing me that there is a change that needs to happen here in order for you to acquire more money. And it's a lot to do with decision making too. Hey, if I were you, I would sit down and I would make a list. What is something that you have been doing for a while that hasn't been working? What is something that you deep down know, but maybe you are afraid of doing, but you know it's going to uplift you and it's going to upgrade your life? There is something better card here also says that, hey, wherever you're at, it seems like you exhausted maybe your resources, or it's time to put that situation on expiry mode, if that makes sense. Yes, there is success waiting for you. I do see a contract that is being signed here, and this contract seems to be a pretty solid one. The release card says it is time to release the past and move on to something new. Exactly what these people are doing. This ending is the first step on the way to a happier future. You being advised here to move on, move forward, pile number 1, very intensely throughout all of these cards. If you are not ready, or if you feel like you're not ready because of your fears, there is help available. Talk to someone. You may want to talk to a professional. You may want to talk to someone who has achieved big things in similar career that they are in, like you. Two of Spring says, your vision, creativity, dedication to your cause have brought you great success. This is a future card. It will bring you great success. In fact, it may be in your best interest to get a partner to assist in your endeavors or expand the number of people helping you. So, 2 things. 1, evaluate if the situation that you are in has something else to offer in order for you to expand money-wise. For a lot of you, it's saying probably you exhausted your resources. These people are leaving their town or leaving the situation that they're in previously, and they're going to explore. Explore your options, see what else is on the market, see what you can do with your money. Two of Spring is saying, again, together with the counseling card, that you may want to either collaborate with someone, talk to a professional, share your ideas with someone who may be experienced in what you are trying to do, or who has gone through this too. At the end of the day, the decision will have to be yours, but I feel like there is valuable advice around you. I am seeing you. I'm seeing here a need for you to recognize if you really think that where you're at, are you being paid enough for what you're doing? Or do you feel that at this time you're earning as much as you need to be earning? There is a bit of a kick in the ass here for pile number one, saying, hey, it's almost as if I want to shake someone and say, hey, look how many opportunities are around you, but you gotta step out of where you are at. So it can be, again, as simple as changing departments, or it doesn't mean that you have to do a complete career flip. For some of you, if you felt an urge to move for a really long time now, specifically I'm seeing 2 years, this is already intuitive hint that you may want to listen to. So that's what I have for pile number one. Pretty straightforward here. One more thing before I let you go. King of Wands. This is an individual who's going to be influential on this journey of yours towards more financial abundance. This could be someone who interviews you. This could be an advisor person, a professional that helps you out. Okay, so keep an eye on that. Most likely a male. Okay, let's get these cards back into the decks and let's continue. There is something better for you out there. Start looking or continue looking. All right, let me pick up my phone very quickly. Okay, so first Holly, then Anne, then Christina. Okay, let's go. Pile two. Whoever has chosen the little seahorse here, or number two, we have the Temperance to start with. And let's get more cards. Pile two, what is the best advice for you in order to acquire more financial abundance? Prince of Summer, Four of Summer. The Ocean deck, distinctive potential. We will look at that a bit later on. I feel like these people are very much into water because they keep wanting to pull from the Ocean decks. We have Queen of Wands. Let's switch these because these are shiny. We have Ten of Pentacles, nice. What is the best route for you? We have the Chariot. And I feel like I want one more card from the Angel deck. What is the best route? Actually, two. The Moon, in the light of the moon. Okay. And the last one, we have Inspire. We have Passion, we have Inspire. Trigger statement, I am stuck. True statement, I am filled with possibility. Allow yourself to float up above any thoughts or emotions and see what is needed for you to process them and move forward. Peppermint. Maybe drawn to using peppermint in your life right now or in the next couple of weeks. Prince of Summer. A deeply emotional, bear in mind that we're talking about money here, okay? So we'll translate it. A deeply emotional and probably romantic experience will sweep you off your feet. Things can move very quickly during such whirlwind encounters, so stay balanced, and we have balance right here, and make decisions with both your heart and your intellect. Four of Summer says, your responsibilities may distract you from noticing all the gifts that God or universe is presenting to you. Be open to investigating opportunities that come your way. Distinctive potential says, rely on your faith and the knowledge that nothing is impossible. Use your determination to hang in there until you realize a goal. Now, pile number 2. Your energy is very different to pile number 1's because pile 1 was like, listen, go. Pile number 2 is more so, take a breather, gather yourself, and then make decisions. Financial decisions. Yes, I do see here luck for you with 10 of Pentacles, but that luck is very connected to you recognizing the signs. So either you're going to start noticing the signs because they are either in your dreams or you intuitively feel what needs to be done. You may also get a download as an idea what to do next. But it seems like if we are ignoring the signs here, we may make a decision that is a little bit meh, a bit meh. Pile 2, the best route for you would be first, pay attention to your health. Your body is telling you quite a lot right now. 2, don't rush. Be very at this time, I keep hearing productivity. Productivity is the key for you, but at the same time, rationality. It's important to look at your situation in rational ways. For example, not spending as much money if you're unable to right now. Or putting some money if you can on a side, even 20 quid a week. And at the end of, I don't know, a couple of months, investing that money wisely so you have some sort of passive income. This doesn't feel like a pile where you are making money overnight or you're being presented, a job that pays you like 30% more straight away the moment you start applying. This feels like you need to evaluate your budget. And I feel like there's a bigger lesson here. It's not that you cannot acquire more money by getting a better job or getting a raise, in the future. That is, that would be a big difference to what you're earning right now. But this is more so we need to look at the root cause of not making enough money or not having money right now. And I do see quite a lot of emotions here involved. Would it be something that you feeling about yourself that, hey, I'm not sure if I am able to do this, or you maybe didn't have a good example of how to keep money in your family or how to let money to make more money? That's the best way for pile number 2. It is not a quick fix. It is, I'm seeing stable money making over time. So this may require a little bit patience from you, but I feel like once you have that steady ground, then you are on this loop of making more and more money. You just got to get on that track. Some of you may be like, hey, I'm not ever gonna work in a job that is not making me happy. Evaluate the situation. Again, your cards are saying, if you need to pay your bills right now, grab a job or an extra job just for this moment. And once you gather a bit more money, then take the next step. So I'm almost seeing like 5 steps for you. And some of you maybe don't have enough patience, or you're like, oh, but I want it now. Those carrots took a moment to grow. So I feel like for you, it keeps hinting to me about passive income. Let's look at the passive income where there is not a crazy amount of risk involved here, but there is bonus at the end of the day. I'm also seeing if someone is struggling right now, the support can come from the family, so don't shy away from asking for help. I'm also seeing and it's probably for my younger people watching this. If, say, you still live with your parents and you go, you know what, but I want to be so independent, I want to live on my own, and you are not earning enough, I don't think it's the right move for now for you to move out just because you want to be independent. Be a bit more rational about this. Maybe stay with your parents a bit longer, save some money for your future, lay yourself a bit more of a solid foundation. So I hope this makes sense how this reading ties into your life by giving you different situations and scenarios. And once, look, we have the tortoise over here. Once you are after this patience of yours, it will be paid off. Okay, it will be paid off, and then you will be able to move forward fast. But first I'm being shown a time frame in which you are maybe cutting off a little bit on eating out, or on spending on stuff that you really don't need, but you're doing it for the bigger picture, for the bigger cause. This pile reminds me of those YouTube channels where people are sharing their tips of how to manage the money. And yes, a lot of times it is not fun and games once you are trying to save, but the end goal is pretty great. So this pile number 2, maybe you're interested in that. Maybe you want to look at Dave Ramsey's show, or some other people who are doing it, but please pay attention. Do not be selective in terms of who you listen to. Make sure those people have enough experience, their portfolio is on point, and they're not just there sharing, empty promises. So yeah, pile 2, the best move for you is to be patient, to see the bigger picture, to see the possibilities of the future, to probably, for a lot of you, budget. But I keep hearing saving and investments and passive income. So that would be probably the best route to go for you. Hopefully this was beneficial. Let's continue. Let's move on to pile number 3. Or making money on the side. This could also be an option, right? Picking up maybe extra hour or 2 at work per week as you're working on a bigger plan. It's that type of vibe for pile 2. Okie dokie. Let's put this back. Pile number 3. Let people know. And pile 3 now. Alrighty. Let's go. Pile number 3, the best steps for you to make more money. Okay. To be financially wealthy. Hi, Casey. What is the time with you? There in Australia. I am good. I am chilling. It's such a nice day today. I mean, it's nighttime for me now, but the day was great. That's why I'm here. I have plenty of energy. Cleaned the house, reorganized the stuff, watched some survival stuff, and then decided to do the reading for you guys. It is, you know what time it is with me? It's 1:03 a.m. Okay, best next steps, pile number 3. What we gotta know? What do we gotta know here? Wheel of Fortune. Let's switch this up again. The matte ones goes there. the Five of Swords, the Seven of Wands, the Eight of Cups change in this deck, by the way. I do tend to read this deck as a oracle deck. We have a yes. Oh, that's shouting at me. We have communicate clearly. And I also want the Urban Tarot. We have the Emperor. And what else we have here? We have the Prince of Cups, the filmmaker in this deck. This is gonna be an interesting one. I want charms for you. We have a pole. Actually, I'll put it here on the darkest card so you can see it better. We have the candy canes. And we have the star. Okay, we have the Wheel of Fortune and we have a star. Pile 3. Are you one of those people? You're supposed to do something big or loud or important. But first, the best next step for you towards more financial abundance would be juggling. Get busy. Your advice is to get busy. Now, this could mean that you already have a job that pays your bills. You may want, some of you, to, I don't know, do something on the side, have your own business, turn a hobby into a business, or you may want to branch off somewhere. For example, let's talk about people who have their own businesses, because you do have this boss type of energy about you here, or at least a very independent individual spirit. For example, if you are, like, let's take an example of my job, right? I am doing tarot, and I also branched out to do hypnosis sessions. Then after some time, I decided I'm missing creativity in my life, and I was very creative before. I'm doing everything online, talking to people through Zoom, and I was like, I need to get my hands on something. I started creating a deck. So see, I'm kind of doing the same thing, helping people and also tarot, but I am branching out. And I feel like for pile number 2, however this plays into your life, it would be beneficial to have something extra on your hands. If that's not the case, then getting a bit busier, completing more tasks, especially if you work on commissions, or if, for example, in your company, you can go home whenever the job is done. So you do it quickly, and then you go and do something else. There is something to do with, I keep wanting to do this for Palfi. Let's go, go, go. That type of energy. Now let's look. There is an idea that you have, or something that you started doing already, that your cards are giving you a green light about. Because we have this yes card over here. Whenever this appears, it already tells me that you're on the right path, that you're already doing something that is leading you where you want to be. Though, you may need to take a moment to think of a bigger picture, to think of a very clear picture of what you truly need. Be very specific with your intentions in terms of what you want to do with your money, or why you want the money, how does it make you feel, what you can then enjoy. I feel like this is the pile where you may notice that in your life, if you have like a trip coming up, you suddenly start getting money. And it seems like every time you will need money for something, it comes in. So this is like an additional message. You are blessed in that aspect with the Wheel of Fortune. Your guides are helping you out with that. Let's talk about the Prince of Cups here. You are the creator of your own life. Make sure you know exactly how that scenario goes in terms of your career, in terms of your finances. What I mean by that, know what you want. I feel like pile number 3 doesn't maybe have like a very clear picture, image of what they truly want. Maybe you're in the crossroads where you're like, should I go for the passion, or should I just go for a job that pays a lot of money for now, and I can gather that money and then do something else? I don't know what to do. Decide. Pile 3, you need to make a decision. 7 of Autumn says here, the planning, resources, and efforts you have invested in your dream will reap great rewards. In the meantime, have patience and meditate on your next steps. And this part says, hey, the rewards are there, they are coming, but it feels like one chapter of your financial life is ending and a new one is beginning with the Wheel of Fortune. So get ready for the new cycle, the new chapter, but you have to be pretty clear where you stand. Discipline. Pile number 3, the best route for you is discipline or good routine. Okay, now bear in mind we're talking about money here, so the 10 of Summer is not going to be connected to love. But the 10 of Summer says, it is time to express your love and appreciation for family, be it relatives or chosen family of close friends. Congratulations, there was a mistake. You may be in order on a happy, fulfilling marriage as well as raising happy, balanced children. So it may just indicate that some of you already are married, have families, or you are starting one. Another thing with the 10 of Summer. If you're wondering if you will ever work in a job that will make you happy, you will, if you are not doing it just yet. But even if you are working in a job that you love, you may not feel that, you know, when people say, I don't work a day in my life, it may feel different to you. Because maybe some of you struggle with procrastination or discipline or routine, and you will have to discipline yourself. It would be beneficial for pile number 3 to have maybe a mentor, a financial advisor, or a person who's kind of like above you and gives you a kick in the ass from time to time. It could also be a family member or a loved one, and if I were you, I would just tell them, listen, sometimes during the week I need a kick in the ass. When I call you up and I say, kick me, please kick me in the ass. Does that make sense? Because sometimes, pile 3, you tend to be quite stubborn here, and I don't feel like that stubbornness leads you to the best outcome sometimes. So your cards are asking you to pay attention to what you need to do in terms of your shadow aspect. Because I feel like the shadow aspect may be something that may be preventing you from getting to where you want to be. So let's look at it. It could be as simple as procrastination. Oh my God, I'm doing it again. Or I don't want to get up in the morning. Or I can't be bothered to answer to this email, right? Working with the self, pile 3, is the way for you to wealth. Working with the self first, with your own shite, okay? I can relate to this pile very much. I feel you. Yeah, so that's that. That is that. There is a change that is needed here in terms of a self aspect. Let's see, wait. One more card from the... Heart chakra. Comfort. Trigger statement. People cannot be trusted. True statement. I trust my heart. Your big, beautiful heart is ready to open. Yeah, it's like you don't trust maybe your decisions sometimes. It's not as much, I feel like, about other people as it can be about the self. Trust that you will be able to discern who's best to walk with you. The moment you are able to trust in the self, you know that you'll be making decisions that are right for you. So now for other group of people, what I'm getting here with the comfort, maybe you became too comfortable. Maybe you need a bit of a challenge. I know pile number 3 was very broad. It wasn't a very specific scenario here throughout the whole reading, but I hope you were able to discern which one is yours, which message is yours. And yeah, good luck. Have fun. Keep moving forward. And let's continue with your personal reads now. Let's get these cards back into the deck. And in a moment, I'll go through the list to let you know where you're at in terms of your reading. Let me just refresh. Okay. Anne, let's start with you. I'm just going through the messages you left me. Okay, let's get some smoke going, shall we? You said, I love my ex, I'm not going to say their name, and I like my friend. I don't think either will work. What can I look forward to in my love life? Okay, let's go. Let's go. What can you look forward to? By the way, I told you I'll let you know where you stand and I forgot. And then Sylvia. And then we have Christina, Melissa, Melinda. Nice. Nice, nice. Okay. What do you need to know about your love life? What do you need to know about your love life? I'm just gonna check in with the ex here, energy between you and them, because I feel like there is something there that we need to talk about. Yeah, look, before we talk about the future of your love life, see, there is this energy that was generated by the amount of love. And since you are not together here anymore, it seems like this may be preventing you from moving forward. We have a Tower card as an advice card saying first let go of that energy so that you can let the new one in. Does that make sense? This is not something that we see, all right, with the naked eye, but that's something that is being felt or is being that we can notice in our lives by just the events that are taking place afterwards, where we feel that maybe we're kind of held back, or we feel that we're just like, I want a new individual, or I want just a new connection. Maybe I don't even expect a lot from that connection, but I need something new. But see, the energy attachment, it is still there. So it would be beneficial for you to, before starting communication with someone new, to deal with what you have to deal with in terms of your emotions with the person that you still love. Okay? So it may be, for example, needing a bit more time. It may be noting things down on a piece of paper, on your journal, and saying, I am closing this chapter. I am ready to start a new one. Okay? Hope this is helpful. Let's continue. Let's see. What can you expect? What can you expect in your love life next? When I checked in about your friend energy-wise, I feel like you may feel it yourself that if you went that route, it may make this friendship difficult. There is this almost like a feeling of like, this may make it difficult. As an advice, yeah, the Three of Swords is here. If I were you, I wouldn't go that route necessarily. I'd probably keep it at a down low. I don't see that this would fulfill your heart. I feel like this could be just like a lost connection at the end of the day. But again, the choice is yours, the decisions are yours. In terms of your love life in the future, what you can expect, I do see in this cycle of yours, there is a cycle here that you've got that you need to get out of a little bit and clean the slate. Literally, you need to clean the slate. There will be two people that I'm seeing that you have an eye on, but I see you single at the end of it. I'm not looking too far away. I'm looking at the next 8 months to maximum a year, so that it doesn't become confusing. Yes, there are suitors around you, but I feel like you are deciding to be single and to gather yourself and to spend some time with the self and to let go. Again, we have two cards that are talking about letting go. The most beneficial thing that you can do is to release, to allow the new doors to open up. Not like a crack, but to fully open up. You have this very sweet and nurturing energy about you. You also have a sharp tongue. I feel like the sharp tongue is really appreciated by the people who you are around here. You're able to show people a different kind of perspective sometimes on life. That is just an additional message that I'm getting here. I know it's not related to your love life. Yeah, again, the more cards I'm pulling here, the more chill I'm getting. Meaning it's not the best time for you to seek for love. It is the best time for you to close the doors behind you. And it feels like until this happens, you are not really satisfied. You're feeling maybe that pull, that backwards pull, or you're feeling that I'm not here, I'm not there. So if I were you, I would just do that little ritual for yourself. You may want to have a salt bath, do the whole shebang, do a self-care evening and to say, okay, am I ready? Because sometimes people are not ready to let go, and that's perfectly fine, okay? Because there was attachment to the past here. I hope this was beneficial. And the cards, they tend to be stubborn. They're not showing us what we can expect next, so that we do this one thing that is beneficial to us first, for us first, before we move forward. So, especially in your case, they are super stubborn. Sylvia. How will tomorrow's meeting go with E? I know we will be at the same get-together. Will things progress and discuss matters? Alrighty, I won this steampunk tarot for you. How will tomorrow meeting go with E for you? We get intention here. How will tomorrow's meeting go for you? What is the best advice? Will things progress? Will things progress? Look, they will, but not in the way that you would want it to. So just bear with me here. I do see a lot of tension tomorrow. I do see a bit of anxiety, and I do see a bit of like, oh, I don't like it. I don't like the way this went. Okay, not gonna lie. We do have the cards that are saying, oh, but how the progress will show up, it seems that you're gonna make a decision here. It seems that you're gonna see the situation for what it is, and you will gonna accept it, even if you may not like it. It seems here that in order for you to progress is to put this to rest. You will know what this means to you. When I'm tapping into this individual you're talking about, they do have quite intense energy, and I don't necessarily like it. And I don't say that I don't like the individual. I'm saying the energy that they're holding tomorrow. I don't necessarily like. The Magician and the Devil are not the cards that you would want to see. This is a heavy energy. There's a lot of steam. There's probably quite a lot that needs to be said here. There is this also a feeling of competition here, a feeling of like, it's kind of like friction almost. It's friction. The best advice for you here is, I'm gonna use this as an example. Imagine that this cup, there was nothing on top here. It was just a cup full of water, but there was some dirty bits at the bottom. In order for you to have a good outcome, you have to pour more water in and pour the old one out, metaphorically speaking. So for a new start, you gotta have a fresh approach. I feel like tomorrow you're going to be shown signs, and I really feel like this is not like a random situation for you. This is a situation that is going to be teaching you, and you're going to bring this with you to the future as a tool. You put it in your basket. You will remember, oh, last time this happened, so that's what I should do, that's what I shouldn't do, or what I can expect. Tomorrow's situation is a teaching situation. Nevertheless, even if I do see the friction, I do see the tension and anxiety, I do see a fresh start. But I don't necessarily think that is the way that you imagine it to be. So be ready tomorrow for whatever happens, because at the end of it, you will be happy. You will be thankful, and you may realize this, that, oh shit, I'm thankful months ahead. Months ahead even. Okay? Yeah, told you. Aha moment will hit you. This is not a random situation. This feels like some things are supposed to happen this way. Okay? This is a bit of also a mysterious reading for you, but hey, don't carry this load on your shoulders. Don't have to carry it home with you. Remember that, okay? Hi, Nicole. I'm tapping into the name of the person. Hi, Carlita. Yes, of course you can. I'm tapping into the name of the person, so if you could let me know. I will not say your name in that reading. If you could let me know which one that was, that would be great. Because I look at the name and I look at the question, I put those two together. And I don't want any, I don't want energy to be a little bit like, oh. By the way, Carla, I'm going to give you a list. So we have Christina, then we have Melissa, and then we have Melinda. So we have 3 people before you. Christina, let's get to your reading. You said struggling with content creation lately as you are trying to expand your clientele, but it feels like you keep hitting a wall. I'd love any specific energies I should lean into to get over this hump and grow again. Thanks. Okay. All right, let's get to your reading. What should you lean into for your own benefit to get over this hump? What should you lean into? Okie dokie. Bear with me, I want one more deck or maybe a couple. We shall see. What should you lean into? Okay, look, pretty interesting in the best way. Let me have a sip of drink first. It is pretty hot here where I'm at. Christina, how to get out of this hump? And it's not only this hump. Humps that you may face in the future too. So this is not a reading only for this situation today. Your cards are saying how to do that is to become a little bit more carefree and to have a little bit more fun with what you are doing. I do see a lot of pressure here, financial pressure, that was felt for a while. And you grabbing onto your pentacles, right? When you think of money, you probably get tense, and this is completely normal. And settled a little bit. But the cards are saying it seems that it's almost as if you are not showing yourself. You are not showing yourself who you are. There is maybe a lack of colorfulness or personality. Who you are, it seems needed here. Lightheartedness seems needed here. Why? Because if you approach the content in that manner, you're gonna have fun. You will not feel that, oh, I need to do content. You know what? It's funny because today I was like, okay, I have energy. I'm gonna go and do a reading. And I was like, I caught myself that I was ready to kind of like entertain people or, pass really deep messages. And I was like, no, I'm just gonna come over, chill, see what comes through, and just talk to people. If there is gonna be no topic for a reading, I will not read. If there will be only 2 people hanging out with me, I may chat to them. If they chat to me, I might go to bed at the end of the day. And that made me want to go and do this live so much more than preparing myself, to be a certain way. Even though I'm not, like you see who I am on the channel, but sometimes there is that, I feel it. There is this like, oh, this needs to be interesting, or this needs to be uplifting, or this needs to be a good light, a good microphone. I hope the mic doesn't fuck up, For you here, there needs to be more of you in what you do. It seems that you may have repressed yourself a little bit. You may expect yourself to show up a certain way at all times, and it's not necessarily the case. It's not necessarily needed. Extra side message here. I am seeing a breakthrough for you around August. I'll take 1 month here, 1 month there. Tarot and time is very tricky. I am seeing a need for you to come out of your shell. Does that make sense? What else? And try new things. Experiment, try new things. If you are bored of what you're doing and if you're like, oh, no, try new things, try new approach. You need a fresh air, okay? So if you've been repressing yourself, or if you've been like, oh, I have to show up a certain way only, there's resistance already, you don't want to do it, right? Maybe the first 5 times you're fine, but then the 6th, it hits you. Trying new things is also a beneficial advice here for you. Experiment. Now this could be as simple as, I don't know, changing something about the aesthetics of how you present yourself online. Okay? Yeah, you have success. This is coming to you, so you're gonna break through. And I feel like it's going to be soon enough. You will overcome that. Let me know if you'll remember and if you'll be passing by how that advice helped you, because I feel like that's the only thing that you really need here. Come out of a shell, try new things, and show yourself. Because I'm getting that boost of energy then, and you go, oof, okay, that was nice. I like it. I want to do more of this now. Alrighty. Let's move forward. Okay, I know. I know for who this is. Okay, Melissa. What advice does the universe have for me for the temporary child custody hearing next week? What advice? What advice? I already have, when I split the deck, the child coming through and the split over here. I feel like there could be a better question here. I feel like this could be formulated in a better way. So if you want to, as I'm going to start reading this, you can email me. We'll see. We'll see. It's not necessary, but I may get to it myself. What advice does the universe have for you for the temporary child custody hearing next week? Literal hearing is coming through. Relationship is coming through. Yeah, Christina, let me know if you remember. What advice? I don't know. See, that's what I felt before even reading reading the cards, looking at the cards. There is just kind of like very unsettled energy here, and I'm not getting like a solid message, which is very interesting, about what you're asking about. As if there was no solid advice apart from some things that you need to do for yourself. So I'm going to talk about what the cards are showing me here. The cards are saying it's a time for you to pay attention to your work and your finances. And everything else will go as it should. And I know this is a very stubborn way to say that, like from the cards. Everything else will go as it should. Yes, I'm seeing emotions. Yes, I'm seeing it's almost like that feeling of abandonment, feeling of like, oh, I'm I'm kind of like, not that you're alone, but you're kind of like half alone. I do get all of those feelings, yes. But as an advice, the cards are saying it will go how it's supposed to go. For now, make sure that you have a solid foundation underneath your feet, that you feel good in terms of finances. Also, another thing, I do see that you may be dealing with someone who is a bit insincere here, so I'd keep an eye on that. I'd keep an eye on an individual who may be insincere and catching that out, or making sure that you voice that. How will things play out? There is drama, I'm not gonna lie here. There is drama, there is a feeling of like, oh. How will that hearing be for you? Carla, I got you, by the way. How will that hearing be for you? I see that you don't like what you hear. You don't like what you hear. Something feels unfair. There's this feeling of unfairness here. It may be something that is being said, or the individual that you might be dealing with here. We have a devil coming through. I do see discord among people. I see someone being insincere. There is a lot of that. And I see that you are not really happy what you're faced with. But what's interesting is at the end of it, we have the Ten of Cups, meaning that you are happy eventually. So the hearing itself may not be the most pleasant thing, but at the end of this, you are double happy. So this is a very intriguing message, to say the least here. I'm getting tension. I'm getting that you want to stand up for what you believe is right, and what you believe is right. I see that the other doesn't believe that that's right. It's just like, is that kind of like rubbing. Hi. You though have to really, once you do come back home, make sure you do something good for your body, because I feel like you're going to gather so much tension. And I like to call it, what I'm sensing here, I like to call it caca energy, that you may need a bit of a cleanse. The child is coming through. Look again. Again, in sincerity, there is this male that is being shown to me that is being kind of sneaky here. So, in terms of the legal stuff, I'm not the person to ask about those things, but I would seek for advice from someone if that's the case. What to do in certain situations, what is right legally. But I'm pretty sure that you already have these resources. There is just a bit of unfairness here. Unfairness that you just can't stand. He's been very sneaky. Yeah, I see it here. I see it in 3 cards here. Some of them are on the side, you can't see them. What can be done in regards to that? Can this be, literally I'm seeing taking this kind of darkness and putting it to light for everyone to see? Make sure you are covered. Make sure you know your side of a deal. Make sure you know what can be done about this if this individual is trying to in some way hurt you here. Yeah, 10 of Swords, the 5 of Swords, it's like conflict, dirty business type of situation. So it's not, I'm not being shown, you know, the mostly what I'm being shown here, I'm being shown the messages, what to watch out for, what to keep an eye on, so that you can avoid some things, so that you can be on top of things, so that this outcome, it is advantageous to you, so that you find your peace and happiness, which you will here. I'm seeing that for sure. But it seems like something has to be outed, okay? The sneakiness has to be talked about, has to be shown in some way. It is not a right approach for this individual. I feel like the karma will bite them in the ass. Even though I always say their karma is none of our business, but it is coming through. You're very welcome. Alrighty. Done with Melissa. Now Melinda. Hi, I don't have a particular question, but just wanted to know what the cards may want to tell me about my current energy. Okay, love those. Let me hydrate myself. Melinda, what the cards want to say about your current energy? Oh, yes. We like that. We like that. Bear with me. Okay. The message. Melinda. First thing first is that you are on the edge, on the kind of like a threshold of a new season of your life. So make sure that these last days of the old season, you wrap up and throw out whatever needs to go into trash. You may be drawn to literally cleaning your house, doing this kind of like a spring type of cleaning. You may want to wrap up situations with people. If something wasn't said, you may want to call people up and say something. Would it be an apology? Would it be something that they have said and you didn't really like, but you never told them that? This is a really, really good time to finish things, okay? Complete things, because once the new cycle starts, it's beneficial to start with fresh energy and close the doors behind you that had to be closed. So there is no draft, okay? Hope this made sense. Now, another thing, what I'm seeing here, the cards are saying, please have a bit more fun. You deserve to have more fun in life. Now, this could show up as meeting with your friends. This could be throwing a gathering, dinner, party, barbecue, whatever you decide to do. Have a bit more fun, release that inner child of yours. Another thing, avoid discussions, arguments with people that you know are so stubborn, and this is for the next 3 months, this message. So stubborn that you're not gonna go anywhere with that. You know, you will not reach any agreement or compromise. Leave it. Choose your fights wisely. And last thing, what I'm seeing here for you, again, holiday keeps coming through. You need to put your feet up. If you have planned holiday, pat on a bag for you, go and have fun. If you haven't, it is a really good time to start planning holiday. And it's not just like a short weekend getaway. I am being shown a different environment. Somewhere further away from what you are used to, or environment that is different. And it's different maybe even in terms of nature, where you are and where you're going. And one more message. It would be beneficial to connect to an older female in your life. Okay? So that's your messages. I hope this made sense. Let's continue. Yours was pretty straightforward, I know, and because, this was just, as I like to call them, an abstract reading, no specifics. But yeah, expect the new season to come in pretty soon. Wrap up what needs to be wrapped up, okay? Next we have Carla, and we have and we have Anne again. Thank you, Anne, for your feedback. Carlita, nice to see you. I hope all is well. We said my question will be A. I'm close, like before the first semester ends, or at least beginning of the second, to get a new job in a new place with better conditions soon. Oh, am I close? Okay. I'm trying to get a new job with contract and not be a freelance anymore, with a better payment and better benefits for me, okay? And B, what is the most important thing the universe has to tell me about my life in general, or my path in life for the future? Thanks in advance. Thank you for your compliments, sweet. Thank you. Okay, let's go. Are you close, like before the first semester ends, or at least the beginning of the second, to get a new job and in a new place with better conditions? Let's get to it. So you booked 2 questions. Let's see what we got. Are you close to getting a new job in a new place with better conditions? Mm-hmm. 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 One more deck and let's start talking. Okay. Okay, listen, it's not a straightforward reading here because I do see some obstacles. I do see an extension of time, and I know you may not necessarily may want to hear that. It may take a little bit longer than you expect. Okay, you've asked, am I close, like before the first semester ends, or at least beginning of the second, to get a new job in a new place with better conditions soon? I don't feel like it's as soon as you want it to be, but you are getting there. So please be patient on this journey of yours. Do not feel bad that it's not happening at the time that you want it to. You do have a couple of cards that are indicating that you are going to get what you need and what you desire and what you deserve. Okay, you have good fortune card over here. You have successful outcomes. You have the Queen of Pentacles. You have the Prince of Discs showing you all will be well. Okay, but it seems like the timing, don't compete with that, and don't take it as, oh my god, I'm not good enough, I'm failing because it's not happening what I wanted to. It will require time. Okay, I'm also seeing, this is, I know it's not connected, but during that time, um, end of first semester, beginning of the second, I am seeing relationship on your mind here. I am seeing that you may be thinking of a close relationship, thinking what is the best route, what is the fair deal. Okay, so make sure that this situation does not distract you too much in terms of your career studies. Okay, I do see that you're gonna spend a bit more time being in situation that you are in right now, but it's not necessarily bad though. Um, there is still something here that you gotta learn. It doesn't feel like this chapter is fully wrapped up. Still you're learning in the situation that you are in right now as a freelance. But yeah, overall, if we're talking about the future, and if we're not stuck on the timing here, right, the beginning of the second or end of the first, you are succeeding. You are succeeding, you are unlocking doors, you do have good fortune following you, and this feels to me like a bonus and good karma and feedback for everything that you are working on. And it just may not be the time that you want it to be, okay? Not that our human time, I know we're rushing. We want things to be a certain way sometimes. And let me go to the chat. Yeah, at least I'm going in the right direction with a new job. And I feel like I know what relationship you're talking about. Oh, but Brigitte is this year at least with a new job. Bear with me, I need one more time. Is this year? Could be towards the end of it. Again, I have a delay. Could be towards the end of it. Okay, there was a very small, imagine the sword was separating the old year and the new one. It is somewhere around that, could be plus 1 month here, 1 month there, on one or the other side. It is closer to the next year, I do feel that. Yeah. Okay, question number 2. What is the most important thing the universe has to tell me about my life in general, or my path in life for the future? Let's get this back to the deck. And let's see. Let's see. What's the most important thing the universe has to tell you about your life in general, or your path in life for the future? What do you need to know? Yeah, you have a repetitive message here, something that I told you before. Expect in the next 2 years, expect quite a lot of successes. And what I mean by that is, say for example, there was let's take this card as a measurement. The past couple of years, you could like put a mark over here how many times you had like successes or achievements that you remember that they were really kind of impactful for you. And maybe there were a couple, right? For the next 2 years, I'm seeing the marks that are there are a lot. In the next 2 years, in this kind of short time frame, there is a lot that is happening that is positive to you in your life. You feel very achieved. You feel like you're on top of the mountain. You feel that you are exactly where you need to be and you can't wait what tomorrow brings. So you have really, really good cards here. You're also seeing and recognizing how capable you are. So big pats on the back, and I feel like those pats on the back are from your environment. What you do is being recognized. Your efforts, your professionalism, what you're trying to achieve, it is all being paid off. And what the universe wants to tell you about your life right now in general. About your life in general. Don't worry about the mom, first thing that is coming through. There's no need to worry so much about the mom or mother figure, mother image. Another thing, focus a little bit on moving your body a bit more often. Okay, exercise, would it be just a light exercise in the morning or moving your body with the music, intuitive dancing, all of that jazz. It helps you shake off the energy that you brought back home with you. It helps you transmute it, it helps you purge it out. Okay, so focus on your physical body too right now. Yeah, that's all I have for you. I hope this made sense. The overall stuff is good. Good. You're getting your paydays. Not payday, but paydays, okay? And pay attention, is gonna come in various ways. It doesn't necessarily have to come only in your career. You will notice that. You'll see what I mean in the future. Okay. We have Anne. A couple of years ago, you went through horrible experiences. You're saying, can you tell me why I went through it and anything good coming from it? Thank you. Let me tap in. Oh, we're gonna go deep here, okay? We are gonna go deep. You went through horrible experiences. What do you need to know about them? Why? Why did you go through them? No, don't take this card. Don't get scared by this card. It is called Fated to Suffer. And this is basically what this card is trying to say. When you're looking at the image, and does your subconscious straight away take you to the story of this card? Of the story that this card reminds you of? That something bad will happen to this girl? Or is this something completely different? So it's basically the card that asks a question. How do you see this situation? How do you choose to see it? I don't know. You factually know that something bad has happened to you. But this card is kind of questioning the perspective of a person, a client, whoever you're reading for. Not questioning, I feel like this is not the right wording, but it is inviting you to see it from a slightly different perspective. So let's see what this is. Let's see what this is. This is the Black Mirror deck, by the way. It is pretty straightforward. It is not rainbows and unicorns type of, deck, and I love it for that. Okay. Magic of your oracle. Why did you go through that? Ooh, and Love of the Darkness is here. And Love of the Darkness practice. Again, how do you choose to see the situation? Do you ride the darkness? Do you ride on it? She's literally riding the blackbird. Or do you choose to be like, shite? So we have an indication that this was a definitely positive experience for the soul's growth, because this is pretty deep. Let's see how. Again, soul is coming through. Now, this may not make sense to you just yet, but that situation may somehow sway you towards the direction where you need to go for your soul's growth. For example, I'm giving you an example. I'm not saying this is you, okay? If I got into... Oh, Joe Dispenza came through to my mind. So I don't know if you know him. He got into accident, right? I think he screwed up his spine, and doctor said little chance for you to walk again. This guy starts exercising his body through his brain. Basically, he's working with the brain and kind of zooming in, imagining he's zooming into the cells of the body and they're healing and all of that jazz. And then miracle happened. He healed. And he started then going on talking more about that. He is a doctor, but he started using his voice, his experiences, to help other people to reprogram themselves. Has written plenty of books, went on podcasts. He's a pretty well-known guy. So that situation shifted him towards his purpose a little bit more. This has something to do with that. What in that story you are using or you can use in your life that would somehow benefit you? If this is not you, then this is the community or your circle. You could be an inspiration here in some way. Yeah, we have practice positivity. You're sailing, you're basically taking the positive from this. Oh, I got it. I know what I've learned. I know what this gave me. And you're sailing with it. And it comes to number 23 comes up to number 5. You're making changes. This is deep. This is deep. You have ennoble your soul here too. We talked about the soul's growth. To some other people, this may not make sense if they heard your story. They may even tell you that, hey, damn, I don't know if I could have done that, if I could have seen the situation like that. But it seems like you meant to dive deeper here. Literally, I'm seeing someone putting hand in the mud and pulling out a very shiny stone saying, oh, I got something here. There is a connection to soul's growth, of course, but most important here, it seems like you need to figure out what you need to take from this, like this light that she's holding, and to use it as an advantage for you. I really want to read about this card for you. I'll do that. Ennoble your soul. It's card number 10, by the way. It's time for you to embrace a higher level of responsibility for your actions. At different moments in your life, you may feel lost and desire help from higher angelic beings. Yet, have you ever thought about the possibility that we are all on a journey of evolution and that how you behave, treat others, think, and feel impacts whether these high beings have the possibility to evolve or be thwarted. For instance, you have a guardian angel. This angel respects your free will and can only help you if you are open and receptive of this help. This angel is with you in every incarnation, holding the threads of your karma and has to go through all your ups and downs with you. You are being asked to bring your attention towards ennobling your soul by focusing on creating more loving relationships with those around you, becoming more kind and selfless, communicating with your angel on a daily basis, which I don't recommend. This is a bit too much, it's pushing it, and asking how you can be of service to others rather than how you can get more for yourself. It's time for you to receive higher wisdom and act in an honorable way to anyone who is around you, no matter how they are behaving. So I hope this made sense. This is a deep one, and it's a lot to do with perspective. It's a lot to do with seeing the light in the situation where maybe there is no light for some other people, and taking that light and saying, "Hey, oh, I just had an idea. That's what I want to do." Or that's what I want to talk about. Because in this reading, and as I'm reading for you in this question, my throat suddenly went super freaking dry. And I keep wanting to drink like 5 gallons of water because it feels like something is stuck there. Pay attention to how this is trying to play into your throat. The throat means the speaking, what is being said, how you need to say it, what you are translating, what you are saying to people. The communication here is important. Ride the darkness. Ride the darkness. It also seems that another thing why, I don't know if you noticed that yet or not, you may have become a little bit more sensitive, a bit more tapped in to the energies, to God, universe, whatever you believe in. It somehow got you closer to it, to the beings of the earth. So this is very colorful. There's a lot in this. It's almost as if I'm being shown a choice that you can make. What is the first thing that you want to take from this? Because it's not only one, I'm being shown 5 of them. Okay? So I hope this was helpful. And this may take some time for you to digest. I don't expect you to understand everything that I'm saying today. Okay? Yeah, and as I looked at the screen, 5 people watching and 5 likes. So confirmation. Here we go. Okay, guys. I'm gonna check my emails to see if I have completed all of your reads. And if I did, I will go log off, go shower, go to bed, and I will see you all in, yes, all of them done in the next one, guys. Thank you so much for passing by.